Hey, it's Bridgette. Another chapter in my personal healing journey. All right, so I'm on a bike trail, so you're gonna hear bike people go by me and say hello and stuff. That's what happens. And nod. See, bike person. This trail is super flat, really great for biking. It's really known in our region for biking because it is an old railroad bed that was kind of taken in and made into an awesome trail. And it's gorgeous. I mean, look at the greenery. Just so happens the river is on my side. I'm walking along the river, and I'm going to walk to a clearing to get to the river, I think. Now, it's the end of the school year. This is Memorial Weekend, and there are three kids in front of me, like high school kids, that are clearly going to go swimming in the river. So I may not be going to the clearing. I think I'm going to because they might already be going there. So we'll see. But I started this journey on Friday. It's Monday now. And I wanted to give you an access to this next part now. I have been working on some things on Saturday and Sunday. Big time. Which Saturday and Sunday was kind of like one day. It's a sat Sunday because of stuff going on with my kid who lives like a couple hours away from me, as you know, because if you watched on my Bridgette Inspired Instagram, I actually did a video live stream on early Sunday morning from the emergency room. She's totally fine. She's okay. She's got the medicine she needed. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on with that, post-COVID stuff, all that. So that's good. But see, biking people, usually they say on your left, but they didn't. Probably because I'm just chilling on the right side anyway. I always walk on the right side. Not always. Sometimes I roam like this, which people who ride bikes hate it when you're like all over the place. So stay on the right side just so they can pass you. It's easy. This is a bike trail after all. All right, so ooh, I have bug spray on. I hate the feeling of bug spray. Ugh, sticky. Anyway, my point is my kid's okay. She can go to work for a bit. She's got some medicine, got a huge penicillin shot right in the butt. Oh, I forgot that those things hurt really bad, and I didn't tell her. She's very mad at me. She's like, first text I get from her this morning is, Mom, my butt hurts. I'm like, dude, you could not breathe and you're worried about your butt hurting? She's fine. She didn't have to stay over or anything. But, 12 hours in an emergency room, not fun. Anyway, so Sunday. So I got to have opportunity to not sleep and have contemplation time thereafter in the drive home and stuff, and just really feel into the understanding of how much the people in my life matter to me. And in addition to that, not just that, but what it's like to be a parent. And because part of my personal healing journey has been so much about my dad and the grief, the loss, the love, trying to understand his process, because he wasn't able to live the life that I shouldn't say he wanted. I don't know what he wanted. We never had conversation about that. I do know that he wanted to be with us and be our dad. I know that was extremely important to him. Oh, look at the biker. I love their outfits are so cool. That was an awesome, she's got like a long sleeve thing, and she looks like a racer biker. That's so cool. Anyway, sorry, I feel something on my lip here. Okay. Yeah, so cool. Okay, so my dad, I'm assuming you know my story by now. You've listened to it on Fairy Grasshopper YouTube and on Above Life Channel YouTube, but my dad was gay, and he died of AIDS. And he was married, had 3 kids, and I was one of them, obviously. And he could have we knew he was sick for a couple of years, but he went through all these painful tests and things because he never wanted to, I think, consider the possibility that he could actually have AIDS. And that his illness was related to his authenticity and his inability, unfortunately, to to live. Yeah, see, they went to the place that I wanted to go with you guys. Oh well. I'll go down there another time. It's awesome down there. Actually, maybe I'll wait till they're like in the water and then I'll go down there and see. If I can like get to a place where I can have my own space there, that'd be great. Oh, but I'll walk for now a little bit. Anyway, so part of what's been coming up for me, it's Memorial Weekend, right? So you think about people that you've lost, and I'm at a point in my life where it's natural to think about. I have another kid also graduating from high school, so and there's just so much personal history stuff and ancestry stuff, lineage stuff that I was super close to my dad, so understanding his personal pain and why he didn't choose to just come out and share with us what was up with him and why he'd rather have chosen to just die with the secret or whatever, or keep a part of himself away from us, back from us, which is so hard to understand that, except for like right now in my brain, it's hard to come to terms with that. But at the same time, it's not hard because that was a completely different time. That was the time so my dad died when he was 52. That was like 20 years ago. And so he obviously was around during the time when it was illegal to be gay in some places, kind of a thing, and at the very least, like, not acceptable kind of thing. And he was like Stonewall and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Like scary, scary stuff, especially as a gay person. And I don't know, I'm trying to come to terms. I don't know how he feels or how he felt. And so he and I have been having some conversations from the afterlife. And I know that I associated my ability to do psychic work and be a medium. Oh, my camera's getting foggy. Sorry, guys, it's going to get foggy because it's a little humid out. But I associated my ability to do psychic work and be a medium I connected it to my dad not being able to be his authentic self, and that psychic work for me to admit that I was psychic and then to do psychic work to help other people on their healing journey deal with and cope with death and understand that for themselves and the loss of their loved one. I interwove that so much with my dad and his inability to be himself and express himself. So I really felt like I needed to own my gifts and my skills and really come out. I literally had a coming out party in June of 2007. And then that summer, I got separated from my husband. Not because I came out as a psychic, but that was just one part of the whole journey with that scenario. To me trying to be more in alignment with who I am. And the person that I was married to previously really tried, I think, to accept the whole psychic stuff and the talking to dead people and all that. And after all, he had lost his father to pancreatic cancer. And when we were first married, he died. And then, so he was really open to trying to understand, I think, but also just couldn't understand. A super analytical guy who was a police officer and a lawyer. So very black and white. How can you talk to dead people? Because they're dead, kind of a thing. But so he didn't like shame me about it or anything. He tried to understand, except for after during the divorce process. Oh, Wooly! I'm gonna show you guys a little woolly caterpillar. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna pick it up. Just a minute. I'm gonna pick up the woolly caterpillar. Oh, he just went into a ball. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Look at this woolly. Oh, I scared it. It's okay, honey. I'm just going to put you down. Look at the woolies. We call these woolies. I don't know what you guys call them, but... Oh, hi, honey. Can't be on the bike trail. Put them in the grass. There. There you go. Yeah, get squished. That's not good. Don't want to get squished. All right, so... During the divorce process, my first marriage, that was used against me. Being psychic, being able to talk to dead people was scary, and it was against me. Like, Bridgette's crazy. That's why our kids have challenges. That's why one of our kids was acting out. No, that's not why. That's not why. And years later now, all that is kind of like not even an issue. It's not an issue, but especially because he's dealing with cancer himself, pancreatic cancer, just like his dad had. So that's that piece. But I wrapped up, it's almost like I tried to heal my loss of my dad with acceptance of being who I was as a psychic, having gifts that are not understood, and really being who I was, trying to learn that, understand that, and live that, almost like in a way to heal my dad, but, and me, like to not be scared, because like he would come to me psychically and he would say things like, you need to like shine your light, be who you are, like, just, I'm so proud of you, he would say. And I always thought I would help people. I always thought I would. Like, I went to school for political science and urban studies, and I thought I would. I never wanted to run for public office, but I studied government stuff because I literally wanted to be like making policies and helping to kind of shape the world in positive, healthy, and hopeful ways. I really wanted to be someone that helped people, and made change happen. And I'd always wanted that kind of bold, big leadership kind of energy, right? And I didn't realize what that really meant, until like after my dad died. Things started to change and stuff. I got promoted at work. I was a single mom with 3 kids, and the primary breadwinner, because it was just me, right? But yeah, there's a lot there, and there's just a lot there. I really want to get to the river, but now it's like kind of farther away. Here comes another bike person. So there's a lot. I'm kind of sorting through a lot. And it was hard because when I was with my daughter at the emergency room, she was really upset at one point. I think just sheer fatigue, lack of sleep, and pain and frustration and fear, all kind of culminating. She was just sobbing, and she wanted to talk to her dad. And they're not on super great terms, let's just be clear. They're not on super good terms. And so she just really wanted to talk to him. And so I texted him to ask him to call her, and he did. And I kind of gave him a little privacy so they could talk a little bit. So it was good, I think, but it's hard. Some of that stuff is just, relationships are so complicated. They don't need to be, I don't think. I think maybe what makes them complicated is we think about all the past and the future at one point. And really, I think what things are about is the present. Ooh, stuff is blooming around here. Oh, I can feel it. The air's thick with pollen. It's a good thing I brought my water. It's not that hot. Do you like my shirt? It says human. I love it. It's gonna be Pride Month soon, so I got a whole wardrobe, And so, coming on this walk, and part of what I'm feeling today, besides raindrops right now, oh my God, I'm feeling raindrops. Oh, are you kidding me right now? Oh my God, we're gonna have to find shelter under a tree. I did not expect for rain to be a thing. Okay, come on guys, let's go. I don't run, Bridgette doesn't run. We're gonna run underneath the trees. It should just be a passing thing. Oh my gosh. Come on. Here we go. Come on, hurry up, pick it up. Hustle, 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 hustle. Whew. It's been like 100 years since I've ran. All right, I'll get underneath these trees over here. Maybe. Okay. Hopefully it'll pass. A little bit of trees. Not that many. If I'm figures I'm in like the clearest part of this entire trail when it starts to rain. I guess nature's bringing the water to me. Should be grateful. Wow, that's weird. Seriously, that's totally weird, right? I ran. Oh crap, I gotta pick up. Wow, I guess My body is able to run. I should trust my body more. Part of the journey. Trust your body more. Trust your body. Message to self and to you probably. All right, so I think I'm just gonna get farther. Oh no, there's a place up here that I get closer to the water, but I'm reminding myself the farther I walk, the more I have to walk back too. So I gotta be careful about that. I wasn't planning to walk a bunch, but whatever. Okay, it stopped raining. So the part I'm feeling into today after the experience with my daughter this weekend too is like that love, that parents love of a parent, love of another person, being in a relationship where you literally just want to be there for that person and comfort them. And my daughter was like, thank you for coming, like, thank you for being here, because none of her friends were around, right? Like it was a holiday weekend, she had to work, she was gone, she was the only person in her apartment, so her roommates were gone. So I'm like, you're welcome, but I'm like, that's what family does, you know? That's what you do when you love somebody, show up for them. It's gonna be windy for a bit, you guys, because there's a clearing here. Seriously, I don't know what that shower was about. Passing shower or something. I'm kind of getting a little sweaty. I kind of like that. Probably because I ran. So, the love pace, the things we do naturally. If we're in the present moment, like you just, I think that has something to do, the present or presence, our presence. It feels right. Presence, my presence. That is connected to love. And I'm just feeling something here. Just a minute. Love isn't necessarily what you say, it's what you do. That's interesting. More biking people. Oh, look, there's field. Love isn't necessarily what you say, it's what you do. I think it's not just about one or the other, what you say and what you do. I think it's about the follow through, the believability of love. That's what I think. When you say something and you show up, hi, it's a commitment and you follow through on it. It's like evidence, in our brain, I think. Evidence, yeah, that's what it feels like. It's windy. Oh, here comes a truck. Somebody's coming home. Crossing the trail. Because there's property over here near the lake. Big truck just came down the gravel road over here. Stopped. God, it's beautiful. Look at the clouds, so pretty. A lot of throat clearing. Like I feel like I have a lump in my throat right now. Which makes sense because I've been working in my Divine Feminine groups with the Truth Oil, which is connected to your throat chakra, communication and connection. Bunch of birch trees over here. Beautiful. Oh, we're at mile 2, which means I already walked a mile. Ooh. Mental note so that I don't walk too far up. There's a place over here though that's gorgeous. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get down to the river, but there's a pretty place around here, but I don't know how far up it is. It might be the 3rd-mile marker, which would be such a long walk. I don't know that I want to do that. We'll see. I'm not gonna think too much about it. I'm just gonna be present. So, oh, I love those birch trees. Ever notice how birch trees are in clumps? So they're very social. Either that or they know what relationships mean. How you just hang out, support each other. Maybe that's it. Because that's what you do, right? Not one is going, I want better soil than that you have. Oh my gosh, you're soaking up all the soil. They're not doing that. I don't think they're talking like that to each other. Highly doubtful. Oof, uh-oh. It's getting a little bit cloudy. So, I will find a place to connect with peace and the energy inside me to allow for a clearing. I did bring the big rock that I've been using to infuse the past with and to understand the lessons and the messages and the next layer of grief or understanding that I can let go of. And it doesn't feel so much like loss directly. It feels like an awakening or a birth, like a poking through, popping up energetically. It feels like a popping up, like a flower kind of bursting from the bud, open like that. And that's good stuff. That's good. That feels good. I also, though, when I keep boiling this down to and I keep trying to understand what the meaning of all this is for me right now, it's about love. Just simple love and complicated love. Very complicated. Humans make love so complicated. I think it's because of our brains. Our brains are so dumb when it comes to love. No concept. The only way that the brain can understand it is in relationship and in a plus or minus scenario, like a balance sheet, like a good and bad, right and wrong kind of thing. It has to like easily categorize or, hello, or easily label in order to be able to understand. So it's an effort to just have some kind of structure. I don't think that it's the brain's goal, the mind's goal is to suppress or oppress us, but I think that's just kind of a side effect of what happens with its intent to keep us protected. That's how I feel. So that means my old values or belief systems or understandings about my dad and his life are completely not accurate because I only have one sliver in time and my own life experience that then I put over the top of that like sunglasses and filter through what that might mean. And the truth is I don't really know, but I can work through the energetics of it and the theming to see what it means for me. Because that's what the meaning is about in the person who's receiving the information, right? The person who's had the experience. And there's been so much about my dad's death that I have understood as the lack of ability to be yourself and the need to truly understand how much loving ourselves into that ability to, okay, now I feel it's gonna rain again. I can feel that. Yep, it's starting to rain on my head. The ability to, there's a lot. It has a lot to do with love, it has a lot to do with relationships right now, and being your authentic self. And how if you're not fully yourself and you can't be that in your relationships, then it's like, are you settling or is it like dramatic where you're living a lie? Like, what is that, you know? And it's hard because that means that I have judgment, right, too, and which is natural, I think, when we're trying to use discernment and figure things out, what it means to us. It's natural to kind of look through a lens of judgment, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I'm trying to say, like, filtering, that's a better way to say it. But to say, okay, well, my dad wasn't authentic, that's bad. Well, was he really not authentic? Because he was being very true to his desire to be a dad and to be present with his kids and to be a partner with my mom. So he did the best he could to be present with that. Who am I to say that the way that he did that was wrong? who am I to say that, you know? And who am I to say that I wouldn't make those same choices at that point in time either, through his eyes, through his life, etc., you know? Like, but all I could see for so long was, you sacrificed yourself. Why did you do that? It's like a martyr, almost like, but not really a martyr, no. But in death, it's like martyrdom, kind of. And then I'm like, he just wanted to protect, I think, himself from pain, or he thought he was protecting us. I don't know. But either way, everyone's pain is very personal. And to look at his life and make judgments about it, that's one thing. But to understand how it means for me during the experience of his death, that's powerful. And now today, like what, almost 20 years later? Yeah, it's 20 years later this year. This year in August. That's probably why, too, I'm really reflective. Yeah, it's 20 years this year. August 1st, yeah. Aw, cute. They match. Did you see that? They kind of match. So cute. They're biking together and they'll match. Matchy, matchy. Yeah, okay. I would totally do that. I would be like, let's match. Oh, so funny. I'm such a dork. So, I think for me the lesson or the message is about love, and also it's about death. Letting things go. That's what death is. Letting go. Hello. Hi. Death is about letting go. And we experience death not just through letting go of our body at the time our soul leaves our body, but in letting go of old relationships, old jobs, the point of natural maturation, like watching our children age and letting them leave the nest kind of thing, letting go and creating a new relationship or a new connection with their kids. And there's a lot letting go. We're constantly asked to let go, and maybe that's what death teaches us the most. Is that not letting go is a much needed life skill. It is so heart-wrenching. It's so difficult to let go. You need to see what I'm seeing here. I'm going to turn this around here. This is the very beautiful part of this path. This is where I wanted to come to. As soon as I stepped into it, I feel super held. Like the embankment behind me has such great greenery and tons of birch trees. Look at all the birch here. We literally just passed into a really sacred part, very fairy oriented. Look at all the moss and the ferns and the birch trees. That's how I know. They're so social, like I said. Letting go. Help me let go. Help me to let go. Help me to let go. Please help me. Help me to let go. Help me to let go. This is the best way to love. This is what I'm hearing. The best way to love, to know love, is to constantly master the art of letting go. The best way to love, the best way to know love, is to master the art of letting go. There are some things in my life right now that I need to let go of. Do you? Whatever just pops right to your mind right away, that's it. That's what it is. It's hard. It hurts. Birch bark. Birch bark. I'm going to ask for permission. Yes, thank you. Oh, look at this. This is mine. Present. Gift for me. Oh, there's some birch twigs too. Okay. May I? beautiful. Oh, beautiful. See, I'm telling you, this part is so pretty. Let's kick some of these twigs off the path. There's some sticks here that the bikers could get tripped up on. Let's just move those, kick those out of the way. Oh, here's a big one. Let's get this one out of the way. There we go. I gotta sneeze, you guys, because it's very, it's very, look at the green. You can't tell me that there's tons of nature spirits and elementals here. Tons. This is such a pretty place. This is where I wanted to come to with you. I wish I could bring a bunch of this stuff back with me. Look at this. So pretty. Love is the art of letting go. This is what healing is. This is what it means. I can't turn this around. Oh, I want to so bad to show you the path I'm walking in the front. Maybe I just will do this. So peaceful. Letting go brings you peace, Bridgette. Great deal of peace. Holding on is the most painful part. Oh, sorry, people biking. People biking, I don't want to be rude. Have them see themselves coming at me. That would be so weird, right? Okay, so the sun is coming out. Hello. See, the sun, here comes the sun. Mm-hmm. Here comes the sun, and I say, it's all right. God, beautiful. Love is this. The sun. I love the sun. Sun is divine masculine, do you know? Golden rays of sunlight connected to Lady of Communion and the green mossy energy of the divine feminine. Lady of Communion is actually an archetype in the 13 Moon Oracle deck. Check it out. I'm going to just kind of cuddle up against the edge of this because there's water below here. I want to show you the water. Can you see it? I don't know. You see that? That's the river. It's kind of still right there. There's more, see? There's more. See that? You can't obviously get down to it from this point, but it's so peaceful here. Look at that. There's not too much foliage yet. We're just starting to get the blooms and such. I love this. Just look at this right here. Look at the moss-colored rock. It's gorgeous, isn't it pretty? It's behind me. There's on the path. More bikers. It is a holiday weekend. Of course, there's going to be bikers. I'm going to walk just a little bit more here. I can't believe you're still with me. That's so great. Got our birch. Letting go. Master the art of letting go. That's what love is. Letting go. Constant request. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Hello, fairy kingdom. Hello, nymphs, sprites, or nature, or the earth, or the water spirits, the sprites. Look at that. The moss. You don't think there's sprites here? Oh, yes. Very peaceful. Oh, this is cool. Okay, this part's really cool. I'm going to show you this. Okay, we're going to show you this. This part right here. This is what I was waiting for to show you. Look, yes. We're going to sit here on one of these rocks. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. This is the place that we're going to sit and journal. I brought my journal and my water. I got Birch gifts. Nature. Beautiful. Love is to master the art of letting go. Yes, okay. All right. All right, so we're going to sit here. We're going to do our work. We're going to create a natural altar. I brought some essential oils. We're going to do that. And take off my backpack and get to work. Thank you so much for walking here with me, for being part of this experience. Of course, I got my water. Minnie Mouse, yes. Which actually, Disney is connected to my dad, so that's a helpful part of this journey too. So I have some water and I'm going to journal and work on my stuff. Thank you for being here. I hope that my personal healing journey has inspired you perhaps to embark on your own process. Maybe if you need some help with that, we could work together. You know what? You do know that I'm an intuitive life coach. Yeah, I do a lot of things, psychic and life coaching wise. Healing work, clearing work, mediumship. I'm connected just like you. Thanks for watching.